Hello, fifth grade scientists. Welcome to Learning at Home with Mrs. V. All right, so today we're going to be talking about two different types of observations you can make. Okay, so we've talked about observations and we've talked about how specific we need to be, especially when we're performing a lab. These are the two types of observations that we will be making. One of them is called qualitative. The other one is called quantitative. So they sound a little bit alike, but when we break them down, you'll see how different they really are. So qualitative looks like the word quality, except it doesn't have the Y. So I added the Y up here, quality, the quality of something. The way it looks, the way it feels, it can even be the way it tastes, the way it sounds. All of those are qualitative, okay? So for instance, if I picked up one of the Sour Patch Kids and popped it in my mouth, one of the qualitative observations I could make is that it is sour. Another qualitative observation I can make when I pick it up, it's rough from the sugar on the outside of it. So I could say that it's rough. So those are both qualitative observations that I can make about a Sour Patch Kid. All right, so quantitative. It looks like the word quantity minus the Y. That's why I have the Y up there, quantity. Amount. So an amount. So if I took that Sour Patch Kid and I put it onto a scale and I found out that it was 5 grams, that would be a quantitative observation. Or if I measured it and I found out it was 2 centimeters long, that would be another quantitative measurement for the Sour Patch Kid. So we are going to look at some things that I've gathered from my house, and we're going to make qualitative and quantitative observations about them. All right, to start off, I picked this tomato the other day from my garden, and so we're going to use this to begin with. And so for the tomato, I can say that the tomato is red. I can say that it is smooth. I can also say that it is round. All right, those are all qualitative observations about the tomato. I'm using my senses in order to observe this. Now, if I push the 0 button and 0 my scale, I can measure the weight of the tomato, and it is 126 grams. All right, that is a quantitative measurement, okay, telling the quantity, how much. Okay, all right. So let's move on to something else from my garden, my cucumber. All right, I have a cucumber that is green. It is bumpy. And it is long. So those are all qualitative observations about my cucumber. Now, I can go ahead and 0 my scale and put it on my scale and measure it. And it is 174 grams. All right, I could also measure that with, now it would be difficult to measure my tomato, and I'm not finding my ruler right now. I could also measure that with my ruler and tell how long it is, and that would be another quantitative measurement for the cucumber. All right. My Halloween candle that I have downstairs on my coffee table normally. So my Halloween candle, all right? So I could say that my Halloween candle is orange. It is qualitative. Let's see. It is it's smooth. I could say it's smooth. And it is decorative, but I don't know if I want to use that as a qualitative. I was going to put Halloween. It has black spiders on it. All right, I'm just going to go with orange and smooth. All right, for quantitative, I'm going to go ahead and 0 this. I'm going to put this on my scale, and it is 319 grams. Now I could also measure how tall it is. If I had my ruler handy, I could measure how tall it is. And if it is, say 18 centimeters tall, then I could put 18 centimeters on there. That would be another quantitative measurement. All right, my sandal. All right, my sandal is, let's see, my sandal is brown. My sandal is dirty. Let's see, what else can I say about my sandal? My sandal is, well, the leather's kind of smooth. All right, and I could zero my scale and put the sandal on my scale and see that my sandal weighs 197 grams. All right, another quantitative measurement, I could measure how long my sandal is. All right, so I'm not going to do the Diet Coke can. I decided to do Yoda. So Yoda is, let's see, he's bumpy. Let's see, what else could I say about Yoda? Yoda is, let's see, he is green. I'll say green and brown. Green and brown. And Yoda is tall. Not in the movies though, is he? All right, so I'm going to zero this. And then I'm going to put Yoda on the scale and see how much Yoda weighs. Yoda weighs 993 grams. Now, another thing I could do to measure Yoda is I could measure how tall he is. And that would also be a quantitative observation. Okay? So, as you notice, the difference between qualitative and quantitative has a number value with it. Qualitative has what it looks like, what it feels like. If we had something where we tasted, like I could grab a Hershey Kiss and I could taste it and I could put Hershey Kiss, and for quality I could say it's sweet. So there's different qualitative observations that you can make. Quantitative always has a quantity or a number with it, okay? So this is going to be important when we do the labs up in the science room the next few days. We're going to be performing some labs, and I'm going to ask you to have some qualitative and quantitative observations, okay? So there is another video for you to watch, and then there is a worksheet for you to do. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I want you to keep watching, keep thinking, always stay curious, and I'll see you next time.